Good day to you, my frosty friends. Welcome to the fourth and final game of the Can-Am Invitational International U19 Tournament. Today's game is set to match up your Minnesota Frost against the Des Moines, Iowa Lady Wild. Frost will be skating this way twice, so you get to see them close up. They are wearing their apparently going to be the travel whites with the seafoam green and navy trim. Iowa will be wearing the green jerseys with the gold and white trim and skating towards the other direction. One more quick thing to do and we will be ready to go here. There we go. Clock is set. The Wild take to the ice first. Here come the Frost. Starting up front for the Frost is going to be number 8, Haley Swenson, and number 22, Sydney Callahan. Centering it up by number 17, Isabel Durdan. I could not catch who was back on the blue line. It'll be number 28, Julia Walker. Still can't tell you who's on the other side. Starting in goal for the Frost will be number 37, Lily Cameron. Puck is down. We are underway. Down deep into the Frost zone. Now we're back out at center ice. Frost look to break the zone. Wilder there to steal it away. They hold it up right at the blue line and take a walk down the near side all the way down into the Frost end. She looks to center it up. Pass is going to be knocked back over to the side. They're going to get a shot off onto the side of the net that'll go back in behind. Down into the far side corner now. They step up from the blue line, send a shot on the side of the goal. Wraparound rebound will be blocked by Cameron. Puck is loose in the slot. Coming the other way now. This one's coming all the way down and in as Dorn gives chase. Wild were able to run it down, so the ref waved off the icing call. Wild are able to clear it back out on the far side now. Held up by the Frost at mid-ice. Sent down all the way into the far side corner by the Frost now. It'll come around in behind the net. Picked up by Peterson from the Wild. Sent along the boards, centering pass out front. She's going to look for the shot. Takes a shot, gets blocked out in front. She'll pick up her own rebound and dump it down into the corner. Franklin comes after it now. Centering pass is going to be turned away by Peterson up to the point. Puck gets sent up high into the air by Blessy, and it's going to be back out to center ice. Wild will have a handle on it for a moment, but they're going to go for the change. Frost will pick it up down and deep in their own zone. Puck is going to be sent all the way from the other end down into the Wild zone. On to Kerrigan Posher, I believe is how you pronounce the last name. She'll cover it up as the Wild and the Frost both come skating in. Face-off will be to the glove side this time. Callahan's going to have it. From the point, slap shot from Tia right into the glove of Posher, and we'll get another stoppage in play and another face-off on the near side. Durdall and Dieterman. Durdall won the draw, got it over to Swenson. Swenson got the shot away, and Posher got the save, sent it over to the far side wall. Round back in behind the net. Well, the Wild working all the way up to the blue line, but it's going to be held in momentarily and then knocked out. It's a foot race all the way down into the other end with the shot and the goal for the Wild at the 11:32 mark here in the first period. Face off at center ice is going to be won by the Frost. They're going to drop it back into their own zone. Be handled there by Tally Van Morleheim-Lenz, who we call T-Bone. So if you hear to me referring to somebody as T-Bone, that's number 74 for the Frost. It's a lot easier than trying to get Van Morleheim-Lenz out every time she has the puck. Near side corner of the Wild zone, sent all the way over to the far side half wall. It'll be handled there by Kruzmark. She gets the shot sent down on the goal, but it was turned out in traffic. Back up to the blue line now. Puck bounces out to center ice. Handled by the Frost over to Franklin near side. She'll dump it into the corner. Wilder there to pick it up. It'll be broke loose by Sutliff, sent back up to Callahan at the point. Wilder able to clear. Out through center ice now. Callahan is there to strip it away. It's going to slide into the Frost zone. And the Wild will end up being offside. Face-off near side, just outside the Frost zone, is going to be controlled by the Frost. They're going to bring it this way with Callahan. Right into the top of the point. She runs into traffic and has it knocked. Puck comes free. Along the near side boards now. It'll be the Frost who control. Cross-ice pass is intercepted by the Wild, but Swenson was there to break it up momentarily. Shot from the far side blue line on Cameron. Gets blocked and down into the near side corner. Centering pass is going to be turned away by the Frost now. They bring it back the other direction. It gets knocked away from Swenson, and she'll give chase all the way down into the Wild zone. Picked up by Cormer. Swenson is there to knock it free. Held up just inside the zone. They're going to send it across. It's going to be Peterson from the Wild who will get it out to neutral ice and send it up all the way down into the Frost zone. Wild are there to knock it loose. It'll end up down deep in their own zone back behind the net where it's handled by Blessy. She'll bring it along the far side wall. Cross ice pass out to center. Franklin couldn't hold on to it, and it's going to be taken back the other direction now by the Wild. They bounce it off the wall and can't quite enter the zone. It was knocked free right at the blue line. Out in front now, Dorn. She sends it over to the far side. Down into the corner, it'll be picked up by the Wild. They bring it around behind their own net. Near side corner now, Dorn is able to break up the play. Puck will be taken up to the blue line, but the Wild are going to have it, and they're going to skate it the other direction. One-on-one going the other direction now. She's going wide to the glove side. Shot taken on Cameron is going to be turned away and back behind the net. Frost pick it up on the near side. And they're able to clear it. This one's coming all the way down. This one is going to get called back on icing as it went wide of the net and nobody else gave chase for it. Face off in the near side corner of the Frost zone. They're able to clear it out right away. Callahan with it brings it down into the Wild zone, but apparently they went in offside. So we'll have a face-off now right in front of the Lady Wild bench on the near side. Frost win the draw. They are able to send it in momentarily, but it's going to be Peterson who turns it down the length of the ice. And it's going to go all the way down before Walker can get to it. So that will be called down into this end now on an icing call. Face-off stick side of Posher is going to be controlled by Peterson from the Wild. She's going to take it out through the near side. Callahan is right in her back pocket and is able to knock the puck loose, and it'll go all the way down into the corner. Ends up back behind the net where it's Walker who sends it along the boards over to the far side. Shot from the blue line goes just wide of the net and back behind. All the way around now to the near side. The Wild dump it down back in behind the Frost net. Once again back out to the blue line, sent down in deep. Save made by Cameron. Shot, rebound. Will be turned over to the side now, and Swenson picks it up. She's bringing it hard and fast down the far side wall. Steers around one. She's bringing it in. Looks for the centering pass. Puck is loose along the side of the net, and the ref blows the whistle, thinking it was covered up, but it was actually out behind the net. Face-off will be far side, stick side of Posher, controlled by the Wild. They're going to send it over to the far side wall and into the corner. Back around, back behind their net. They're setting up shop and looking for the outlet. Back around to the near side now. She's able to send it ahead. Out through center. It'll be knocked free and right back into the zone from Franklin, which will set the Frost offside. Wild are going to win the draw. Frost are going to control the puck. Far, or near side now, dumped into the zone. Picked up about halfway down the half wall, sent cross ice right in front of the goalie. Frost are not quite able to hold the zone. Tia bounced it right back in before they could reset. So we'll have another offside face-off on the far side. Nope, this one's going to be at center ice. Frost are going to win the draw and control the puck this time. Cruz mark with it, brings it in right through the top of the slot. Tries to split the D, and they're able to knock the puck free. Down the far side wall now, Dorn is right in one of the Lady Wild skaters' pockets, but they're able to break the zone on the far side. Shot put on Cameron is saved and sent back behind the net. Near side now. They bring it around into the top of the slot. Puck is knocked free. It'll be sent down deep in to the Wild zone by Franklin. And Millens from the Wild will pick it up back behind her own net. She sends it all the way out. It's going to be stopped at center ice by Sutliff. She'll send it over to the near side now. Back across over to Durdal. Durdal tries to dump it into the zone. Near side boards now right in front of the Frost bench. Puck comes free. It's going to be picked up by Callahan. Callahan and Swenson go in together, but it's going to be knocked off Callahan's stick and turned back the other direction now by the Wild. She's going to bring it around to the near side, looking for the shot. Gets the shot. Puck is going to be loose. It'll be shoveled off to the side by Sutliff. And the Wild will have to reset as the puck has made its way out to center ice. They're going to get the offside call anyhow. .557 first period, 1-0 Wild lead. Face off just outside the Frost zone on the far side. Puck will be handled by the Frost, but stolen away right away by the Wild. They're going to bring it over to the top of the slot. Shot, and Cameron will get the save. Face off comes over to the near side. Blocker side of Cameron. Frost are going to win the draw and control. Tia tries to clear. It'll be sent up to the blue line. Shot taken from the near side. Will be turned away by Cameron. Frost now control it on the near and are trying to clear. Frost is able to poke check it away. Back down into the far side corner of the Frost zone that gets carried around back in behind the net. Cruzmark is able to break it loose. She tries to clear it out. She's able to clear it out. This one's going to slide all the way down in on the Iowa goalminder, who will cover it up and will get a stoppage in play. Wild are going to win the draw and control. Down in the corner, it'll be sent all the way around up to the blue line. Frost are able to hold it. Centering pass was turned away by the Wild and taken back out through center. Deep down into the Wild or into the Frost zone, a shot will be taken on Cameron. She'll jump on it and cover it up, and we'll get another stoppage. Face-off is won by the draw and controlled by the... Face-off is won by the Frost and controlled by the Frost. Puck gets dumped down into the near side corner. Swenson with it now near side, tries to center it up. It got turned away by the Wild. They're going to take it back the other direction now. Ooh, that was kind of a slick move there. Puck is stolen back by the Frost. They break it down and in. Swenson with it near far side now. She tries to center it back up. It got knocked away in traffic. And the Wild are able to send it out and all the way down into the Frost zone where it'll be picked up by Walker. She handles it in the far side corner, takes it around behind the net. Drops it off for Tia, who's going to bring it back around to the near side. She tries to send it back around, but the Wild are going to be there to get the shot on Cameron. Cameron will get the save, and the Wild will end up with a rebound. From the blue line shot. Pass down low, couldn't get a handle on it, came over into the near side corner. Puck slides in back behind the net where it's picked up by Callahan, it looked like. Shot from the far side now, Cameron with the save. Callahan with it near side now. Or Cameron with the save, Callahan with the puck. She tries to break the zone, has it knocked off her stick. She'll pick it up at the red line, is going to walk it over towards the center, gets knocked down, and Kruzmark will come get it at the blue line and send it down deep into the near side corner. Millian now back to 24. Brown in front of the net. They're looking for an outlet. They're going to steer it back in behind the net once again. Kruzmark giving chase with Wheel. Wheel far side, brings it around over to the, sends it over around to the near. She looks for the outlet, sends it up to the blue line. Wilder going to carry it out on the far, or on the near side now. Bumped ahead, down into the Frost zone. No icing call. That will end up all the way down in back behind the net. Puck comes around to the near, around to the far side. It'll be held in at the blue line by the Wild. Nope, I take that back. It was not held in, so the Wild would be offside. Face-off is going to be controlled by the Frost. Franklin with it. Brings it in far side, dumps it in behind the net. Wilder there to pick it up. Kruzmark is there to push it off the stick of Comer. Comer will have to go back behind the net. She sends it along the far side wall now. Turned in right along the side of the net. Peterson's going to flip it up, but it'll be held in at the far side by Blessy. Now Kruzmark with it, top of the slot. She sends it over. It'll end up coming all the way down into the corner. Handled by the Wild. They're going to send it around to the near side now where it's played by Murphy. Dirdahl is there to stop it. Puck is sitting underneath of one of the Wild skaters, and now it's sent all the way across to the far side. Doesn't exit the zone, so it's sent all the way down in behind the net and back around to the near side by Blessy. Wilder finally able to clear it out. Swenson now sends across ice to Callahan. Callahan steers around one. She gets the shot, goes off the top bar. Swenson with the rebound. She tries for the centered up. Comes all the way across to the near side now, and the Wild will take off with it the other direction, going down the near side. Little bump shoving going on, and the Frost are able to break it free. They will control just inside of their own zone. Forwarding pass is intercepted, taken back down and in, but knocked free onto the far side boards. Forwarding pass with a little bit too much heat. Swenson wasn't going to be able to run it down. She looked at it and went, nope, that's not going to happen. So we're going to get the stoppage in play, and the icing will be the call. Minute 23 left in the first period. 1-0 Wild lead. Puck sent down in behind the Frost net. And then it'll be come out over to the near side wall. Dorn tries to clear it. It'll be held in at the point. Shot and the goal. So with just over a minute left here in the first period, the Wild take a 2-0 lead over the Frost. Face-off at center is going to be controlled by the Frost. Down into their own zone will be Blessy. She tries to send it ahead. She gets it over to Callahan near side. Callahan tries to steer her way in. Her stick's being held, but she's still going to get it down in and get the shot off from the near side face-off circle that'll end up at the glove of the Des Moines goalminder. Face off near side. Won by the Frost, controlled by the Frost. Callahan. Swenson shot, lifted a little too high, went off the glass behind the net. Puck ends up down in the near side corner. Callahan goes in to fight for it. Wilder going to come away with it. Swenson's there to knock it free. Callahan with the shot that went just wide to the far side. Puck gets pinched up along the far side boards. Swenson comes away with it. Swenson's able to get the shot off. It'll be blocked by Comer. Puck gets cleared out to center. Wild will have to reset. Far or near side now. Wild are going to carry it down and in. Take the shot. And Cameron will get the glove save with 7.9 seconds left here in the first frame. Face off, stick side. Is going to be controlled by the Wild. The shot will be put on Cameron right away. She'll cover it up, and we'll get another stoppage with that'll leave us with about 2 seconds to go. One more quick face-off, and we'll be out of this first set. That's going to do it as the puck gets sent the length of the ice. We'll be right back. They don't do a Zam break, so we'll be back here in just a minute. You're watching 19U Hockey on Krabby Toad Studios TV. Welcome back to start this second period of hockey. Both teams have taken to the ice. Starting the second will be Franklin Dorn and Kruzmark. Blessy and Sotliff back. Wild are going to control. They retreat back into their own zone and play a little bit of tic-tac-toe. Back and forth looking for the outlet. They try to get it. They try to send it ahead, but it's going to be intercepted by Franklin, who dumps it down into the corner. Wilder there to pick it up and send it back the other direction. Now out at center would be Sotliff, to Sotliff. Sotliff backhands it back down into the zone. It's going to be chipped right back out and ahead now. Wild control. 2-on-1 coming back into the Wild zone. A little give and go action results in the goal, giving them a 3-0 advantage. Face-off is going to be controlled by the Frost. Franklin along the far side boards. Callahan gives chase. Wild tried to clear, but it was Dirdall who got in front of it, held it up momentarily. Sent right back down into the zone by Franklin. Swenson's going to go after it in the near side corner. She'll get pinched up in the corner. Takes one down as she's trying to get her stick out from under. Puck comes free and up the near side wall. Pulled out by the Wild. They try to break the zone, but I believe it was Swenson who was there. Swenson shot in the goal! Haley Swenson, number 8, picks up the goal, putting the Frost on the board and cutting this deficit by 1, 3-1. .43 second period. Wild control the face-off. They look to break the zone, but it's going to be knocked away by Franklin. It's going to go all the way back down into the other end and bounce off the back wall where it'll be handled by the Wild. Over to the near side, it comes all the way out, but this one will be playable, so I don't think they're going to, nope, they're not going to call an icing on it. It'll be picked up right at the back wall by Walker. Walker sends it out to center. It's going to go all the way down and in, but the Wild will pick it up on the near side. Or on the far side, excuse me. Shot, Callahan. Not sure where it ended up. I think it went out of play. I think it was redirected up into the netting and got stuck. So we'll have a face-off on the far side, about the farthest possible point from where we're standing. Puck gets sent down into the corner and then slung all the way around to the near side. Handled by Blessy at the top. She takes the shot, gets turned away. Wild come away with the rebound. They bring it back the other direction now. Blessy is able to knock it free. Over on the far side wall, Franklin tries to get a handle on it, but the Wild are able to take control. Back up to the point. It's going to slide back out to neutral ice where it'll be handled by the Wild. They're going to send it over to the near far side wall. Brought in along the blue line, and it's going to get steered all the way down into the corner by Blessy. Centering pass sent all the way back up the point. Wenzel is going to get the point on that one. Gave it a little bit of a redirect, giving them that Wild a 4-1 lead. Taking the face-off for the Frost will be Dorn. She wins the draw, gets it over to Swenson. Swenson has it poke checked away. It's going to end up way down into the Wild zone. They will bring it out right through the center. She'll lose an edge, and the Frost are going to come away with it now. Dorn, near side, walks it in. Centering pass. She gets, I believe it was Callahan. That should have been a tripping penalty or an interference penalty. So she wasn't able to get the centering pass. Back down the other direction now. We have an offside call. So we'll end up with a face-off just outside the Frost zone on the far side. Dorn is going to win the draw. It'll go over to the far side boards. Callahan pins up 2. Wild are able to come away with it, carry it down into the Frost zone. Shot. Kick save made by Cameron. Tia now with it down in the corner. She's going to sling it around up and off the boards. It's going to find its way all the way out to center. Wild and Callahan will chase after it. Wild were able to get to it first. Dorn now with it, rides the line. She chips it in. Swenson sends it down in back behind the net. It'll come all the way around to the near side board. Frost go for the change. Franklin goes after it now, or Walker goes up for it on the far side. Cross ice pass is going to be knocked down by Franklin. Handled by Blessy, but the Wild are going to be able to get a hold of it. It'll come all the way down into the corner. Centering pass, shot, and it will be covered up by Cameron. Face-off glove side. Dirtall is going to win the draw. Wild will control at the blue line. Shot was blocked by Blessy, and it bounced all the way out to center ice. Wild had to reset. They were able to chip it ahead into the zone. Sutliff tries to go after it, but the shot is going to find its way past the top of Cameron's glove. Wild up by 4, 5-4, or 5-1, excuse me. Dirtall to take the draw at center ice. Frost are going to control. They send it over to the near side boards right down the red line. Wilder there to strip it away. Sutliff now sends it over to the far side wall inside of her own zone. Picked up by the Wild. They're going to walk it all the way down into the corner. Side angle shot. Rebound is turned out by Blessy. It's going to go all the way back out to center. Wild will have to reset. Cross ice pass is intercepted by Franklin. She'll dump it down deep into the back behind the Wild net. Wild will pick it up there and bring it out the far side wall. Out through center ice now. Down and in. It's going to be knocked free and poke checked away. Shot from the top of the slot will go right into the glove of Cameron, and we'll keep this game at 5-1. Face-off will be won by Dorn, steered down into the corner to Tia. She slams it up high and hard off the glass. T-Bone with it now, center near side, clears it out to center. Callahan giving chase on the far side, down into the Wild zone. She tries to center it up, but it's going to be intercepted by the Wild and taken back the other direction now. Going down into the Frost zone to 1-on-2. Knocked away by T-Bone. She's able to get it ahead to Swenson. Swenson tries to fight her way out of the zone, but the Wild managed to hold. Down in the near side corner now, Wheel. Back to Wheel in the corner. Centering pass, trying for a little give and go. Dorn is there to break up the play. Callahan takes the puck now out to center ice. She tries to steer around one. Walks all the way over to the far side, brings it around, gets a shot, goes just wide of the net, and that one's coming all the way back out to center ice. Wild pick it up and will bring it back the other way now. Tia is able to break up the rush. From the near side now, Wenzel sends it deep end behind the net. Callahan is there on the far side to clear it out to Swenson at center ice. She breaks the zone and sends it down, dumps it down into the corner. It'll come all the way around to the near side as the Frost go for the change. Wild control back the other direction now. 2-on-3. They're looking for another little give and go action. Shot. Cameron with the save. Rebound is cleared right back out to center. Stripped away by Dirtall. She's able to take it all the way down into the near side corner. Alongside the net, Wild come away with it. Sent ahead and down into the Frost zone. It was handled by Sutliff, who sent it over the near side wall. Cruzmark now takes it back out the other direction. She sends across ice over to Franklin. Franklin picks it up and dumps it in to the far side corner and gives chase. Cruzmark down in behind the net. Puck comes all the way around onto the near side board. Wild are able to come away with it. They pick it up right in front of the Frost bench. They send it ahead, but it's going to be Sutliff who gets to it first. She's able to turn it over to the far side wall. Brought around there by the Wild now. Shot, Cameron save, puck off the backboards. On the near side now. Dirtall with it. She'll send it around over to the far side. Callahan gives chase. Wilder there. It gets pinched up in between both of them. Shoveled out right to Sutliff. Sutliff's going to put the shot on. That'll go just a little bit wide, get called back on icing. Face-off far side is going to be won by Dorn, but controlled by the Wild. Callahan is there to break up the play. Puck gets sent back up the blue line. Shot, stick save, Cameron. Puck will end up with Blessy in the near side corner. She takes it around back behind the net, looks for the outlet pass, sends it over to Callahan, far side. It's knocked off her stick and held up along the far side wall. Out to center now, Callahan. She gets it ahead to Swenson. Swenson walks it in far side and pushes her way all the way down into the corner. Puck gets knocked off her stick and almost comes right back out. Ref is going to say it was, so the Frost will be offside. Dorn with the face-off. She wins the draw, tries to get it over to Swenson, far side. Swenson sends it on. Kick save made by Posher. Another shot, rebound shot, was kicked away by Posher. Puck is held up along the near side of the net before getting sent around into the far side corner. Slung back around to the near side half wall now. It'll be picked up near side by T-Bone. She sends it down deep. Swenson shot off the post. Rebound. Kick save made by Posher. And we're going to have a checking call against I still don't know. As soon as I can it appears to be on the Wild. Yes. Checking call on the Wild, so they're going to be skating shorthanded, and the Frost will be on the power play for the next minute and a half. Center up to the point. Franklin's shot gets turned down and inside the slot. Franklin holds it from the point, but it's going to be knocked out. Ooh, stripped away nicely by Franklin. She's going to bring it back in. Walks it in, tries to center it up over to Callahan, but it was knocked away in traffic. Out to center ice now. Will be picked up by Tia. She looks to walk it in on the far side. Brings it all the way down into the corner, steers around one, has it knocked off her stick back behind the net, but she'll go pick it up there and bring it around to the near side. She's going to bring it all the way out. Tries to drop it off for Kruzmark, but it was bumped out by the Wild, so the Frost had to reset now. Near side corner, shot, save, goal! I did not catch who that was. Let's see how the lineup goes. That looks like it's going to be a number 22, Sydney Callahan with the goal.
28.
Franklin? 28? Okay, it was number 28, Julia Walker with the goal. 5-2 Wild lead. 5:12 left here in this second period. Callahan out to take the draw this time. Frost are going to control near side now, taken down in on along the boards by Blessy. She puts a shot on, kick save, Posher. Back out to center now, Blessy with it. Or Sutliff. Sent ahead to Callahan. She tries to bump it down into the zone. It'll be picked up along the near side half, or the far side half, all about halfway down by the Wild. Cross ice. She looks to pass it across, but Sutliff was there to turn it over to the far side wall. Blessy now goes after it on the near side. She's able to clear it out to center. Picked up by the Wild at the middle face-off circle. Along the far side wall now, Sutliff with it again. She's able to send it the length of the ice. All the way down and in. They're going to give chase down in the far into the near side corner. It'll be handled back behind the Wild net by the Wild. Frost are there to steal it away. Kruzmark with it. Centering pass. Bouncing puck loose. That one's going to get covered up. As Pusher shoved the net off. Looks like Coach Dorn is arguing the case as if it was actually a goal. All right, face off far side of the Wild zone. Shot gets redirected over onto the side of the net. Wild will come away with it on the far side. Out to center now. T-Bone is able to get a stick on it. Pinched it up along the red line. Dumped down in. Wild are able to hold the zone. All the way down into the near side corner now. It'll be T-Bone back behind her own net looking for the outlet. Sends it over to the near side. Bounced up to Dorn. Dorn is going to walk it out through center. She looks to send it ahead, bounces it over to Kruzmark on the near side. Puck will go all the way down in back behind the net. Picked up by the Wild and sent over to the far side now. They're going to walk it along the far side boards. Stolen away by Kruzmark. She'll send it over to the near side boards. Blessy tries to bounce it ahead, but the Wild are there to pick it up. Shot is blocked by Blessy. Puck goes out to center ice. Far side now, cross ice pass now into the Frost zone. Kruzmark gives chase. She gets knocked down as she's trying to get a handle on it. Wild will come away with it. Far side boards now. All the way out to center. Blessy with it. Sends it back down into the Wild zone. And I believe it must be an offside call. But he brought it all the way back down to the Frost end. Callahan wins the faceoff. She wins the draw. Sutliff goes after it. Pinched up along the boards between Dirdahl and one of the Wild skaters. Puck will come free and out into the center faceoff circle where the Wild will take control. Brings it around, steers it around one. Blessy is there to knock it free. Puck is loose in the slot. Blessy turns it over to the far side wall, and it's going to be handled by Walker, who will send it across over to the near side now. T-Bone. She's going to walk it in along the near side board. Sends it down low right off the side of the cage. Frost still fight for it. Along the back wall, Wild will control. Callahan is there to break it up. Puck slides out to center along the far side boards now. Wild down in 1-on-2. Or 2-on-1. Down into the near side corner. Shot from the near side blue line, got knocked down in traffic. Sutliff was there to turn it over into the near side or into the far side corner. Looking for the wraparound. It's going to be knocked off her stick by Blessy. Dirdahl couldn't get a stick on it on the far side blue line. Back down into the near side corner now. Franklin will pick it up. She's able to clear it out. It bounced up and over the top of the stick of Millard from the Lady Wild. Wild break the zone once again. Shot, save Cameron. She'll jump on it and cover it up. We'll be down to 1:42 here in this second frame. Dorn to take the face-off near side. Wheel is going to win the draw. Peterson is going to control at the blue line. Sent down low right into the side of the slot. Stick save made by Cameron. Puck comes around onto the near side wall. Wenzel up to Peterson at the blue line. Down into Wheel in the slot. She's going to steer it right back over to the blue line. Or back over to the near side wall. Dumped down in. And now handled back behind the net. Walker fights for it. Puck comes free. Dorn steps in to help. She's going to come away with it. She tries to throw it out, but it's going to be kicked away from her. Wentz with it now, top of the slot. Backhand shot. Walker was there to block it. Puck ends up over on the far side wall. Up ahead to Swenson. Stripped off her stick and sent back down into the far side corner. Wild will pick it up back behind the net. Forwarding a pass out front. Shot, save. Or shot blocked by Swenson. Over to the far side wall now. Wild. Frost are able to clear it out to center. Kruzmark gets drilled. The Wild skater was like, well, where's the interference call? Down end shot, wrap around, out in front. Penalty coming from both sides. I'm not sure who it's going to be on, but both refs threw their hands up in the air at the same time. So we've got a hooking call. I'm guessing that one's going to go against the Wild. So that'll put the Frost back on the power play. Face off near side, controlled by the Frost. Over to the near side boards. Wild are able to clear it out. It's going to come all the way down into the Wild end and get called back on icing. 23 seconds remaining in the period. Face off near side once again. That one's going to get flipped up into the air and all the way down once again, getting called back on icing. Face-off won by the Frost. Centering pass goes through the crease and over onto the far side wall. Wild are able to clear. 9-8 seconds left. Tia with it center ice. Looks to break it back into the zone. Sends it in backhand. Wild are there to pick it up and throw it right back out to center ice. Kruzmark with it. Shot at the buzzer. Gets knocked down. That's how we will end this second set of play. Wild up 5-2, but the Frost will start the third period on the power play. We'll be back here in just a minute. You're watching 19U Hockey on Krabby Toad Studios TV. We are back to start the third period. Third and final period of the Can-Am U19 Invitational International Tournament. Right now, your Minnesota Frost are taking on the Des Moines Lady Wild, a team out of Des Moines, Iowa. Puck is down. Third period is underway. Ref gets a stop. Callahan with it, breaks the zone, brings it around near side, has it knocked off her stick. It's going to come all the way down into the corner, but she's going to be there to get a stick back on it. Stolen away by the Wild. Kruzmark tries to break it up as number 24 carries it all the way out. At center ice, it's going to be stolen away by Callahan, or by Walker. Wild are able to clear the zone one more time. Tia with it now. Near side. She's going to try to push her way all the way down and in. She steers around one. Steers around another. Stick handled her way all the way in. Shot goes way high and up into the wrong set of netting. Well above and behind Poshner, the goalminder for the Lady Wild. Face off near side now. Wheel and Adorn to square up. Dorn is going to win the draw. Drops it back to Swenson. Swenson shot. Save made by Poshner. Posher, I think. I don't think there was an N in it. Posher. Face off once again, Wheel and Dorn. This time Wheel is going to win the draw. It'll come down into the near side corner. Sent up on off the glass behind the net. Wenzel with it far side. She's going to take it out through center ice. Forward pass to Wheel. She'll get steered down into the far side corner. Puck comes off her stick and back behind the net. Frost come away with it. Wild are able to knock it free now. Near side bouncing puck. Settled down by Franklin. And she'll get it all the way down deep into the far side corner. Swenson gives chase after. It'll end up back in behind the net. Swenson with it, looks for the wraparound, gets the wraparound. Posher gets the save. Franklin fights for it on the far side. Wheel with it, takes it out, sends it through center to Peterson. Near side, breaks the zone. Centering pass, gets steered right back over onto the near side boards. Wheel with it, brings it around, shot. Cameron with the save. Swenson will pick it up on the far side. She sends it up and off the boards. Out. It'll be held in right at the blue line, but Dorn's going to end up with it. She tries to break the zone, has it poke checked away. Wild with it now near side, down in to the zone. Centering pass, nobody home. It'll be picked up by Franklin, who's going to send it the length of the ice, and that will get called back on icing. Just under 12 minutes, third period, 5-2 Wild lead. Face off on the far side between Peterson and Walker. This time it's going to go all the way down, but be picked up by number 24 from the Wild. She tries to clear it out. Callahan stick handles her way all the way down and in. Drops it off for Kruzmark. It'll end up back behind the net and be sent over to the far side to Murray. Murray bounces it out to center and gives chase. Dirt all in her back pocket. Both go racing down the side of the ice. Puck gets knocked free and right onto the leg pad of Cameron, who will kick it over to the side. Back up to the blue line. Frost pull it away. They walk it down the near side. Ref is in the way. Callahan with it now. Sends it across to Kruzmark, who can't get a handle on it. Kruzmark bounces it up to Dorn. Shot, or to Walker. Shot. Save made by Posher. Walker with it. Loose puck. Rebound. It comes over to the side. Callahan puts it right on the side of the cage. It'll end up back behind. Handled there now. Walker. She walks it up the side wall. Sends it up to T-Bone, who sends it across ice. It'll end up coming out to center ice where it's picked up by Sutliff. Sutliff ahead now. Callahan. Callahan has it poked away by 24. She's going to walk it all the way down in. Brings it around to the near side. Steers around Sutliff. Puts a shot on Cameron. Puck ends up back behind the net. Centering pass out front. Chip shot, save Cameron. Puck will end up over the far side corner now. Handled there by Kruzmark. She's able to clear it out to center. Wild will pick it up in the neutral zone. Bounce back and forth over to the far side wall now. Chipped up and off the wall. Frost come away with it. They're able to chip it up and into the air. It'll be Dorn who gives chase down into the far side corner. Comer comes away with it. She's going to walk it up the far side now. And back out down into the Frost zone. She'll dump it as she crosses the half line. Around in back behind the net, it is Sutliff. But the Wild are able to come away with it. Brought around to the top of the slot. Shot, stick save. Cameron. Puck ends up back behind the net. Far side corner now. It'll be sent up to Swenson along the board. She tries to get it up and out, but it was held in by the Wild. It's going to slide out to center now. Wild. Comer will send it off the wall, but it got knocked down in traffic. Swenson comes away with it. Steers around Comer into the near side corner. Hard and fast shot off the pads of Posher. And Peterson takes it back the other direction now. T-Bone is there to knock it loose. Stick comes loose out on the ice. Frost come away with it. Callahan with it now near side. She sends it across over to Swenson. Swenson gives chase down into the corner. But it'll be picked up by the Wild and carried around behind their own net. Off the far side wall, or off the near side wall, it's going to be bounced out and then sent right back in by Durdal. And the Frost will end up offside. Face-off just outside is going to be won by the Frost, but controlled by Wenzel from the Wild. She'll take it over to the far side and send it in deep behind the net. Picked up there by Durdal. Stolen away by number 24, sent down into the corner once again. Handled behind the net. Will be T-Bone. Now on the far side boards, gets turned right back down in, centering pass. Nobody home, goes over in the near side corner where it's picked up by number 24. She walks it around back in, looks for the wraparound, but there's too many Frost skaters in the way. Puck is held up in the back got stuck on the back of the net. T-Bone with it now. She's able to clear it all the way out, but it's going to go all the way down into the Frost or into the Wild zone. That one will get called back on icing. Face off Dorn and Wheel far side. It's going to be controlled by Swenson down in the far side corner. Her and I believe T-Bone and one Wild skater were all fighting for it. Brought around to the top of the slot with a shot. Save made Cameron. Over to the near side blue line now, sent back down into the corner. It'll slide all the way back into Sutliff behind the net. She's going to send it back along the wall. 24 comes away with it. She'll walk it right down in alongside, but have it knocked off her stick. It's going to end up on the stick of Swenson, who brings it in hard and fast, sends it cross ice right back to her, top of the slot. She's looking for the shot, sends it a little too high and a little bit wide. It'll be Dorn with it on the near side, sends it cross ice back over to Swenson. Swenson up to Blessy, who put the shot on that went just a little bit wide. 24 with it now near side. She gets it ahead to Boschner. Blessy will have it back behind her own net. Sends it along the far side wall. It was intercepted on its way out. Chip shot saved by Cameron. Puck will end up back in behind the net. Taken there by Blessy. She'll send it over the far side wall. Wilder able to put another shot on Cameron, but that one was blocked in traffic. Right in front. It'll be sent out to center. Wild will have to reset. Peterson controls. She sends it across ice. They're going to walk it in offside. So we'll have 6:52 left here in the third, and a face-off coming just outside the Wild zone on the far side, or the Frost zone on the far side. Face-off is won and controlled by the Wild, or by the Frost, but the Wild are there to steal it away. Point blank range shot put on Cameron. She'll get the glove save. And we'll have a face-off on the near side of the Frost zone. Wild win the draw. Puck goes all the way over to the far side wall now where it's picked up by the Wild. Sent down in and handled by the Frost now. Kruzmark tries to walk it out. She has it knocked off her stick. Callahan comes away with it. She bounces it off the wall around one, but Peterson is there to steal it away. Dirdahl with it. She tries to get it across to the center. Stolen off her stick. It'll be handled along the far side wall now. Chipped down in. Right at the Minnesota blue line. It's going to be bounced out. Kruzmark with it now. She gets taken out. That's going to be a penalty. I don't think we're going to see a penalty shot on it. Walker now with it down in the corner. Out front to Callahan, who tried to get the shot away, but she got laid out as well. So that's going to put the Frost back on the power play. With 6 minutes to go here in the final set of play. Swenson, Kruzmark, Dorn. Blessy and Tia. Tia with the puck. She's going to bring it all the way around. Side of the slot shot. Rebound loose is going to get covered up by Posher. Face-off will come over to the near side now. Wild to win the draw. They're going to be able to clear it out to center. Tia gives chase all the way down into her own zone. If she can't run it down, it's going to be called back on icing. She got to it before it got to the red line. Tia with it now. Far side. Steers around one. Looks for the forwarding pass. Sends it ahead to Swenson near side. Swenson brings it around one. Sends it in. It'll come all the way over to the near side where it's chased by Dorn. Dorn runs it down back behind the net. Sends it up to Blessy on the near side. Shot. Save. Puck loose. Oh, rebound just went just wide. Centering pass from Kruzmark out front is going to get knocked away by the Wild. They're going to take it back the other direction, 2-on-1. Look for the shot. Takes the shot. Cameron gets the save. Puck goes over to the near side wall. Cleared right back out to center now. Kruzmark with it on the breakaway. No, one on nobody. If she can get the shot away right into the glove of Posher. That'll hold this game at 5-3 with 4:54 left in the third. Walker to take the face-off for the Frost. Ooh, I'm losing my voice. Walker now with the near side corner. Callahan steps in to help. Centering pass is going to be intercepted by number 24 from the Wild. She's going to send it the length of the ice. That will get called back on icing. Face off near side now. Walker and Peterson. Over to Dirdahl. Dirdahl shot. Glove save by Posher. Oh, Dieterman, excuse me. Not Peterson. Dieterman. Dieterman and Walker to square up once again. Frost control momentarily, but Cormer is there to get a handle on it. It bounced up to the point with the shot that'll get swallowed up by Posher. Walker and Wheel to face off this time. Wheel is going to win the drop. Walker's going to end up with it, but it's going to get blocked by the ref. Cormer will come away with it back behind the net. Picked up by Callahan, or by Walker. Walker along the far side wall. They're going to take it up, and it's going to get bounced out to Peterson or Dieterman near or out through center. She's going to get the shot put on Cameron. Easy kick save made And the Frost are going to bring it back the other direction now. Hard and fast down the far side wall. It'll be Callahan who walks it in and takes the shot this time. Peterson picks it up on the far side. Walker pinches her up against the board, comes away with it. Centering pass, nobody home. Cormer from the Wild comes away with it. She's going to take it out to center now. Chips it ahead. All the way down into the Frost zone. It'll be controlled by the Frost. Sent cross ice. Nobody there. Wheel will come away with it. She'll walk it down and in. Takes the shot. And that one's going to find the back of the net with 3:55 left in this third period of play. Faceoff is going to be controlled by the Frost. Near far side wall now, walked in by Blessy. She tries for the shot that gets knocked down, and it'll get covered up by Posher. Faceoff will go to the far side. Dieterman and Dorn to square up. Puck will get sent down into the far side corner where it's handled by the Wild. We get pinched up against the back wall by Kruzmark. Wild will have a handle on it, send it out into center. Along the far side now, walked all the way down and in. She's going to bring it around, looks for the shot, takes the shot, gets another goal. Just over 3 minutes left here in this third period of play. Kruzmark with it now, tries to chip it ahead. Wild come away with it. Cross ice over to Millen. She bumps it ahead down the far side wall. It's going to be intercepted momentarily by Durdal. But the Wild were able to come away with it, put the shot on Cameron, who'll get the glove save. Face off far side. Controlled by the Wild. Shovel shot goes through the crease and over to the near side. Push back to the back wall by the Frost. It's going to get pinched up there. Now out to center ice from the Frost. Chipped ahead. Bouncing puck all the way down and in. Kruzmark gives chase. Sent all the way over to the near side boards now where it's picked up by Murphy from the Wild. Frost will have it out at center. They try to dump it back into the zone. 24 is there to intercept. She's going to take it back to the direction, walks it around to the near side, and has it knocked off her stick. It'll end up down in the near side corner. Up to the near side blue line, sent across ice all the way down into the far side corner. Frost come away with it. They try to get it out, but it's going to be stolen away by the Wild from the blue line. Shot. Sent up into the air. That one's knocked away by Cameron. It'll come over on the near side. Frost are able to clear it out. That one's going to come all the way down. That one will get called. Oh, they're just going to let it run here now. No icing. Refs read the icing off on that one. Near side now. Callahan. Shot. Goes just wide and into the far side corner. Picked up at the blue line. It'll bounce out to center, and then Frost will have to reset now. All the way down into the far side corner and back behind the net. Shot taken from a hard side angle. Is going to be blocked away in traffic. Walker with it now. She'll bounce it up and off the boards to Franklin. Franklin gets pinched up along the boards. Puck comes loose. Now it's going to be sent all the way down in on Posher. Cormer will come away with the rebound. She's able to clear it back out to center. Franklin can't get a stick on it. It'll be T-Bone just inside of her own zone. She sends it ahead out to center with just over a minute left here in the third frame. Bounced off the wall. Wild have it. Back down into the near side corner. It'll be handled by the Frost. They try to clear. It'll be end up in the top of the slot. Stolen away by Franklin. Frost try to push their way back down and in. This time it'll be Callahan with it, top of the slot. She gets tripped up. Puck comes loose. No call on the trip. Pike with it now going back to the direction. She sends it out to center. Bouncing puck is settled down by the Wild. They're going to get a shot put on Cameron. She'll get the kick save. Puck comes over to the near side. This time it's going to get sent all the way down with 17 seconds left to go. Back down into the Frost zone on the near side. Puck handled by the Wild, near side. Shot, goal. Face-off is going to be won by the Frost over to the far side wall. Dump back down into the far side corner of the Frost zone. Picked up by the Wild there. It's going to be bounced around a little bit. We're going to be down, and that's going to do it. And wrap up the time. And that's how we're going to end this one tonight, or this afternoon here now, I guess. We're going to have a 7-hour trip for home. So from Madison, Wisconsin, and the Can-Am 19U International Invitational Tournament, for my camera operator, Lisa Swenson, I'm Seth. We'll see you again real soon.